Hello, Jefferson.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, pretty good. I woke up just for you. Otherwise, I would have slept all day.
Thank you for that.
That's okay. You're only doing a 15-minute class today.
Yes, we can do it. You asked me in our last class why I'm studying English,
Hmm?
and I say that was because I look forward to understand movies and news and something like that. But the company, the job market asks you qualifications, certifications, and I'm look forward to do some certificate test. And I was wondering if you can help me with this in the future in our next classes
Yeah.
or
The
no.
English test?
Yes,
Yeah, sure. Do you know what's in the test?
we have IELTS and TOEFL and something like that. But I think the most acceptable is IELTS.
Yeah. Have you done a test before, or is this your
No.
first? Okay. There are things that I can help you with. Um, I think the tests, they have a couple of different components. I think you have a speaking test, a Q&A test, where you question and answer 30 questions, maybe a writing test and basic grammar, maybe.
Yes.
If you can find out exactly what is in that test, we can focus on that. Um, all of them depend on the company; they change it to suit themselves. Um, but I do help people with the speaking part. Normally, the speaking test is they want to see if you can answer a question in a certain space of time where they will ask you a question. Could be anything, could be about English, could be about how round is the sun, could be anything. And they give you like 1 minute to think about it, write down how you want to answer it, and then they time you, give you 2 minutes to speak your answer. I do this with several students. I will ask them a bunch of questions. We'll spend like 30 minutes and I will just throw out a question, time them, give them 1 minute to think about it, and then time them 2 minutes to speak. And it's about, it's not about can you speak English, it's about did you hear the question? Did you
Yes.
understand the question? And can you answer it concisely, clearly in 2 minutes with a beginning, middle, and an end? You know what I mean? And so I do that and I listen to the student and I can give them feedback on where they're going wrong. All right. Some, as you can imagine, some students think that when they time them for 2 minutes, it's about if I just speak lots and lots of English for 2 minutes, then I will pass. It's like, no, 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 no. Did you hear the question? Can you answer it concisely? It's hard for some people to understand that. Yeah. And I will time some people as well and just let them go. And they will talk for 5 minutes, sometimes 10 minutes, thinking that the more they talk, the more points they're going to get. 2 minutes. Squeeze your answer into 2 minutes, like this. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So we can go through a whole heap of those, and that will prepare you for the speaking test. I can't tell you what their questions will be because they probably don't even know them yet. So it's a matter of hoping that you know enough English to string some sentences together to answer the question and make sense. It doesn't have to go for 2 minutes, I don't think. I mean, if the answer is yes, then stop at yes. Yes. It's when people try to go further that they mess it up. It's like, is the sun a ball of fire? Yes, it is. And when people go further, like, yes, it is. And the sun is in the sky and it is big. And it's like suddenly you're just raving now. It has nothing to do with the question. It was, is the sun hot? Is the sun round? You know what I mean?
Yes.
Um, of course, all the other things in the IELTS test you will pick up um, just doing these lessons and talking. If I show you in my library, can you see this? See the library?
Yes, now I can.
Down here we have IELTS speaking part 1, 2, 3, IELTS speaking mock tests.
Yeah.
We have TEFL speaking practice. And I'm sure if we looked online, we could find a lot of other tests. You could also look on the TEFL or IELTS website or research to see what the format of the test is like, and that will give you a better idea of what you're in for. So I just
Yes.
open one up here. Key vocabulary, mock questions, feedback and corrections. Let's have a look at some of the mock questions. See, this is what they're looking for. Fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammar range and accuracy, pronunciation and intonation. They just want to know that you're a human, not a robot, you know?
Yes.
Um, but then again, they might ask some really complex questions like, what is the difference between a phrasal verb and an idiom? Things that not even most English speakers know. So the example of a question here is, are you interested in being a journalist? What about working as a TV reporter? Could be anything, just to see your imagination, how it works. See if you're well read, if you can pull speech out of the air. What is the future of print newspaper in the era of the internet? And see, we give you feedback here as well on your strengths, what you can improve on. Did the student expand on their answers with further explanation? Did they express their opinion? Did they explain their reasoning? Did they conclude their opinion? Um, that's what one of those lessons looks like. But when a student wants to learn IELTS tests, we don't even look at these. I just run through a whole bunch of questions myself and time them and correct them on their answers. So they learn how to shape a response. For speaking English, it's about conversation, back and forth. If someone asks a question and then this person just goes blah 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 blah, blah and just goes off on a, then this person is just standing here just going, right, yeah, okay, boring, you know. If they
Yes.
don't if they don't get the information they asked for, then that's not a conversation. That's insanity. Um, does that answer your question? Yes, we can help you with that when it comes time to doing it. Yeah.
Yes, I would choose a curriculum inside the platform and to do in our next class.
Sure.
Maybe the IELTS because it's the most common test that
Yeah.
companies and foreign universities
Yeah.
use to see the qualifications.
I'll just look at the TEFL one to see how different it is. Might be just the same sort of stuff. TEFL questions. Mm, see, acts, delivery, language use, topic development. Same thing in different words. So you will be asked to give your opinion about a familiar topic. 15 seconds to prepare, 45 seconds to speak. Some companies have rules that forbid employees from using personal cell phones during work hours. Do you think this is a good idea? Why or why not? Use details and examples in your response. Do you think you'd be able to answer that question if they threw that at you?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is like common sense questions. It's about, you got to listen to the question. Some companies have rules that forbid employees from using personal cell phones during working hours. So instantly you come up with some stuff like, yes, of course, because, but the question is, do you think this is a good idea? Why or why not? And so you would spit out the reasons why, but you would go, yes, I do think this is a good idea, that companies forbid employees from using cell phones. And the reason I think this is a good idea is because duh, 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 duh.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh, maybe it
easy.
depends on your position. Maybe you are a manager of a agency and you have to use your cell phone for an emergency or to speak with your clients.
Yeah, that's the manager. This one is talking about employees. It's like,
Oh,
so the manager obviously has to talk to other bosses and stuff, but employees, they can't walk around all day going, yeah, mate, yeah, gonna go out on Saturday night and it's like,
that it's in this point that I lose the question because I was not pay attention to this word employees.
yeah,
That's it's one thing that they do
yeah,
to
but
ask for
that's
admission.
yeah, but see, everybody seems to make mistakes like that because they just see company rules, cell phones,
Right.
and like you, they'll go off and speak for 2 minutes about yes, the manager should have a phone, and I think this is good. It's like, mm, great answer, but you didn't answer the question, you know. And
Yeah.
we'll just train you to focus on what is being asked, and you know what I mean. So
Yes.
yeah, I'm not on here for the next 4 days. I'm going up the coast, but
Yeah.
you have my schedule, right? You know how to book a class and that. Just
Yes.
book in, and we'll start doing some tests. Yeah,
Okay. Thank you so much for this class.
no
Hope
worries,
to see
Jefferson.
you soon.
Yes, most Definitely. I'll see you soon, man. Enjoy your day.